Start a new category. Please, I'm begging you for your kind cooperation. I am asking you to stop.
Look at that in front.
This stop is Church Avenue and Utica Avenue.
You won't do that already? Get there? You don't want to.
Yeah, you almost get these mentally injured people.
Come to me and I will need to.
It's how they use people. Alright? Alright, so you guys are gonna see the red theme now. Alright. Women, both of them are in red jacket over here by the bus stop. Red vehicle approaching. Alright, so this is what they will normally do. Alright. When I you know, particularly when they're targeting me in a way that's subtle, right? I can talk about, you know, calling my sister, calling my mom. No one is answering their phone. You see the homeless theme. Again, on the bus, you see they use the mentally injured man targeting me. As soon as I put my phone away, he started sticking out his tongue at me, right? Started talking about I'm Jesus and, forgive those who trying to do harm to you, and those who are out there trying to kill you on the street, forgive them, read your Bible, all this nonsense. And here you see the homeless theme at play. Okay. So in the coercive persuasion program, again, they use these themes, and this is how they do it. So when you read up about coercive persuasion programming, this is how they do it. It is a psychological attack, psychological warfare, PSYOP, psychological operations on those who are selected for non-consensual human experimentation. All right? And in order to silence us, or try to silence us, these are the themes in which they do. Okay? And what they try to do is they condition you into a negative way of thinking. Therefore, you will have a negative behavior pattern, a dysfunctional way of looking at things, being, backwards way of thinking, basically menticide, as Bobby E. Wright noted in many of his lectures, and there's a book called Menticide you guys should read. All right, it's a deliberate attack, particularly on the black population in America, on our minds, and in the diaspora and in Africa, is to give us a backwards way of thinking. Okay, you don't believe me? Go and read the book. It's called The Golden Stool by Edwin. I forgot the full name of it, but then, anyhow, in the book The Golden Stool, written in the 1900s, 18th century, the 1800s, 19th century, right, by a Catholic missionary who went around Africa detailing the colonization of Africans and how Europeans have invented the method of what is called indirect rule. Now, I shouldn't say invented, but how they use the method of indirect rule to rule over Africans, and also to subjugate their mind, to make them turn away from their African belief system, spirituality. Here goes the NY Predator Department again, because they love to show themselves, just to say, yeah, it's us, what have you. So anyhow, and you know, it basically tells you this book called The Golden Stool. Read about it. Go read it. You can find it online. They digitize. There's a digitized version of the book in PDF form. So they scanned the book page by page and made it into a PDF format that you can find online. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, back I was on the bus. So the mentally injured, man, they love to use in terms of, you know, when they want to target me and send these subliminal message again, you know, because lately I've been posting a lot of posts, a lot of truth, and one of them was like, I don't ever forgive my enemies. All right, so this is why they send him on the bus to say, well, you know, forgive those who are plotting against you, forgive those who are trying to kill you out in the street, forgive those who are trying to do you harm, you know, turn to your Bible and talk about love, right? Again, this is the slave doctrine, right, by the white slave masters, because the slaves were rebelling, and so they needed to pacify the minds of the rebellious slave, or what they call the rebellious slave, but which are really the warriors, right, the warrior class of people, right, who were rebelling against the slave masters. This is why religion was such a very important tool for them to use against us, because remember, during the days of slavery, you, as a slave, you couldn't read. You were forbidden to read, right? And when they selected a few slaves in order to teach how to read, they gave them what is called the slave Bible, okay? First, it started out with just 3 pages of the Bible, talking about slaves obey your masters as you would obey God in heaven, you know, and the fact that the slave masters can beat their slaves to near death, but as long as the slave was still living and breathing, then nothing will be done to the slave masters. So, but what you think happened? You think they listened? Even when our ancestors were reading those passages to each other, right? Slaves were still being beaten and killed. They were being lynched, hanged. You know, women were having their pregnant stomach open up and baby ripped out of them, okay, and left to die. All right, so again, we need to understand the mindset of the people we're dealing with, because the mindset hasn't changed. The times have changed, but the mindset has not changed. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.